Hello guys, this is Big Bloon Beatdown here, and today we'll be going over a series versus Brian Chest 99. He's one of the best players in the game, and he's also got a YouTube channel as well with 3.99 subscribers, so make sure to check him out as well. He's got these epic videos including playing Simba and all that, so yeah, make sure to subscribe to him and also subscribe to me because this is going to be an epic series, best of 5, and I'll show you guys how it goes. So, first game is Waddle. Oh yeah, this is the Season 13 semifinals. So if I win, I go to the finals versus King BTD, and if I lose, then I'm out. Well, I'm gonna play for third place if I lose. So let's see how this goes. So he's going NG, obviously. We're going DFA, and we're playing Waddle. So yeah, I'm gonna speed this up. So it's pretty standard start. Go for the sharp darts. Go for the farm if they're anti-stalling, and then go for the this. And I kind of mess my eco right here, but that's fine. I'm not gonna lose too many lives. I go for my triple dart right there, and he goes for his farm pretty late because he goes straight from 9-inch instead of farm because he wants to anti-stall really hard. Because with NG, obviously you got to anti-stall versus dart if you want to win. So yeah, I'm going for some mixed eco right here, going for some reds and pinks to try to make him leak and to get eco at the same time. So yeah, I go for my second sharp shots right here and go for my second triple dart because I don't want to leak anymore because I'm already kind of low on lives, which is pretty unfortunate. So now I'm going to keep sending because I do want to force defense on his part. He goes for his plantation, so well done there. I'm going to save up for my plantation. And he goes for, what the heck is that? I don't even know. I think that's the sprockets. Yeah, he goes for sprockets, which is really interesting. It basically makes the NG attack faster and have more pierce, and it buffs the sentries. So that's basically what it does. And we're both going to send blacks right here. He's trying to make me leak because he's low on lives. So sending blacks is actually a really good play because he's making me leak even more, and I'm already pretty low on lives. So it's going to force some defense. Yeah, as you can see, forces another dart, which is not good at all. And there he stops sending. So now I'm going to send a yellow rusher here to try to force a boost. I think this was a bad play. I should have just saved up for my jug. Because now I'm in some pretty bad trouble right here because you can see that I don't have a lot of money at all. So we got to save up for a jug as fast as possible. And that's what we're going to do right here. He sends zebras, which is a really good play because he knows we don't have any money and we're low on lives. So I have to go for defense, and I can't rush him because if I did, I would be dead. So that's why it's a good play because it kind of stops me from rushing him and it gives him eco. So right now, he's definitely outplaying, I would say. Even though we have more eco, our farms are so bad. So he's definitely outplaying, but let's see how this goes. He's going to send actually a pretty small rush, but this is actually really good because he sent camos and zebras, and my darts don't have camo detection, and I'm pretty low on lives. So he's basically trying to make me a leak, and I have to boost, unfortunately. And at this point, I know that I would lose late game. I mean, I would eventually lose because I'm so behind. Like, I'm down a boost. He's got about the same eco. He's got way more farm. So I'm just going to go for all out right here. And let's see if he can defend this. He goes for 2 ninjas. But I keep sending. I send camos behind just in case. And he actually goes down right here, which is awesome. It's what we like to see. Coming back from the deep end, you know. And yeah, let's see what our second game is. Okay, before we get into the second game, I actually want to tell you guys about this. This KOTH season, we're actually gonna there's actually been a huge tournament with over $1,000 in prizes that you can see right here. First place $350. That's insane. Like, you've never seen people get this much money before from a freaking BTD battles game. So this is gonna be insane. And top 64 qualify. So make sure to join. The Discord server for KOTH is discord.gg/bloons. I'll link that in the description down below as well. Make sure to join KOTH because if you get top 64 at the end of the season, which is the end of January, you'll get a chance to play in the tournament. And if you get like even 16th place, top 16, you'll get $10. So it's a lot of money. So yeah, make sure to check that out. Join KOTH and start grinding because you're gonna be earning some real cash. Okay, so actually no, this is the wrong replay. We're gonna go to interchange next, I think, or no, it's what is it? Is it moon landing? I don't even know. Why is there only 4 games? I'm confused. Okay, whatever. Yeah, why is there only 4 games? I'm so confused. Where is the other game? I don't even know. Okay, it's fine. I don't even know. I think we games. Yeah, we definitely missed one of the games. I think I lost that, so just keep that in mind. So the score is 1-1 because one of the games somehow got cut out of the Battle TV. I don't even know how. So it's actually 1-1 right now, and I choose Moon Landing as my losing map, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And let's see. So we're both going tack mortar, which is really interesting because most people go heli ice. Like he usually goes heli ice, and I actually have a strategy devised against heli ice that I wanted to test out in this game. But I'm actually really surprised that he's going tack mortar. So that's a totally different story. So yeah, pretty standard so far. We basically with this strategy, you just have to rush farms. Just go for a BIA as early as possible, and that's how you win. And then send ZOMGs after that. So I force his blade shooter right here with just a few balloons, so that's good. And now we can go for our farm early, cause we force his blade shooter, so that's good. So I'm gonna speed this up. This game is actually pretty boring, cause all we really do, he forces my blade shooter, and then we just farm. So yeah, as you can see, we just farm on and go for the early BIA as early as possible. And let's see. Yeah, so we're not rushing at all because nothing can get past. Okay, round 10, we go for mortar. Pretty standard. And then right here, about to go for the BIA, yes. So attack more is a super greedy strategy. So you can go for BIA really, really early. Uh, and that forces mortar stuff, I mean his signal flare right there. And now we can go for around 13 BIA. We're both going to go for around 13 BIA. Pretty standard. Really even game right now. Nothing to really say. It's tack mortar versus tack mortar is pretty boring early game. But it gets interesting when ZOMGs start coming out. So that's what we're going to get to soon enough. I'm going to speed all this up because this is really boring. We're just farming and stuff. Nothing really interesting right now. So now you can see that we both have factories. And we're going to send BFBs right here. Both going to send BFB. And let's see whose defense is more efficient. Let's see whose is more efficient. So I actually go for more blade shooters, actually. And he decides to go for more tack sprayers, which is interesting. But let's see how many maelstroms we use. I use one. He used one. Okay. I use another one. He used another one. And he had to use a third one. So I think we actually saved money right there. We only had to use 2 maelstroms, I think. And he had to use a third one. So that's good. Saving some money, you know. And you can see that our money is really even though. But I have more defense, I think. I have a blade maelstrom. So we actually have slightly more money. Not that it really matters, but, you know, just to point that out. And right here, I go for super greedy play. This is actually a good play I found out. Is you can sell all of your defense for 3 factories if you go for around 13 BIA. And you get that round 22 income. Like, look at this. No defense. That's totally fine. We just go for a maelstrom after that. And we almost die. That was really risky. I mean, really bad for us. Right there to maelstrom so late. But now he sent a ZOMG, obviously. So that's what we're going to do right here. Okay, yeah, so all you gotta do to defend a ZOMG on this map, it's pretty simple. What you have to do, go for a couple of tack sprayers on this side, and then go for a lot of maelstroms on the other bend, so you can pop like the weaker layers of the Bloon. And you can see that I go for a ZOMG here as well. So pretty standard stuff so far. I spam these tack sprayers to pop the ZOMG layer. They're the most effective against the ZOMG layer. And then after that, just go for a couple of maelstroms to pop the layer, the weaker layers, and go for a boost because that will just make it so much easier. And it's a pretty easy defend. Like, even though it looks scary, the maelstrom just shreds everything. Like, look at that. I go for 1 mortar stall and maelstrom, and it's easy to defend. A few more maelstroms right there, just like that. And what's really like annoying is that I choke right here. Like, that's just so dumb. I choked for no reason right there. That was such an easy defend. Like, such an easy defend that I had to choke, unfortunately. So now it's 2, 1, 2. I have 1 and Brian has 2. So now I go for the roadblock right here, roadblock pick, and this is actually a really a really interesting game. So stay tuned for this. This is a really interesting game, and it has a lot of good stuff in it. So pay attention to this. Like most of the time, Dartling Bomb versus Dartling Bomb is pretty boring, but this game is actually really interesting, and you'll see why. So yeah. So I start with a farm. He starts with a Dartling. But his start is definitely better. So don't go for this. If they anti-stall with Dartling like that, don't go for the farm because you'll see why. We're gonna leak way too much. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Yeah, look at this. We leak to 60 lives with we leak to 60 live with 0 spikes left, and we're not gonna even have a huge farm lead right here. And you see that he makes a pretty smart play, which is the spike to tank the pinks, to make us send as much as possible. It's a way of making us waste money basically. So he finally goes for his powerful darts after we had to send so many pinks. So look at this. We have like the same amount of money now. Same eco, same amount of money. I have slightly more money, but he has like 70 extra lives. So yeah, if they anti-stall in the beginning, don't go for the farm like I did. That was a bad play. So don't do that. So now we just farm because you can't really rush Dartling Bomb on this map. It defends everything except for like greens, but you have to send a bunch, so it's not worth it. So just wait until round 8. So for now we're both just farming. And let's see. So I go for my plantation. He goes for his. So you can see that we have like the same amount of money, but have less lives. But right here, I go for the Yellow Rush first. And it's going to force a cannon and a boost, so that's good. He's going to do the same. So we boost as well. Pretty standard. Go for that Yellow Rush on round 8 to force. And he goes for a Bloon boost, which is really interesting. I'm not sure if this is a good play, actually. The reason why is because you're going to force the cluster anyways later on. So I actually go for a pretty good play right here, which is to go for a second powerful darts. And the reason why this is a good play, because I want to go for my Bloontonium later on this Dartling anyway. So I'm going to be spending this money anyway. So I don't need to get a cluster yet, which is a good play on my part. So make sure to do that. If they go for a second Yellow Rush, just go for a Dartling. No need to go for the cluster. And now we have even farms, but you can see that he has way more eco, which is pretty scary. And now I send a really effective rush against his defense that will force a cluster right here, which is basically a regen lead followed by some regen zebras. And this is a really effective rush against Dartling Bomb. You can see that his regens are going to regrow out of control right here, and he's going to have to get more defense right here. Yeah. So he goes for more defense, so that's good. And we keep farming. So now we have a farm lead. He's got some extra eco, but I think we're outplaying right now. Probably. But it's not super like decisive. So yeah, I just keep farming. There's no point in rushing right here, because you basically just want to get as early BIA as possible. And this game lasts 5 minutes, by the way, so it's about to get really interesting. So keep your eyes open. So yeah, I go for my farm right here. He does the same. So we're really even on money, like dead even, except for I don't have a cluster. So I'm actually losing right here, to be honest. He doesn't even have his Dartlings though. Actually, I just realized I forgot to send a camel lead, so that's bad. But that's fine. So he's gonna go for his BIA right here, and I know he is. So this is gonna get really interesting. I actually don't go for my BIA. I force him to sell it, because look at how bad his defense is. He's only got 1 powerful darts, and this Dartling doesn't even have powerful darts. So I'm gonna force him to sell his BIA right here, which is really interesting play. I could have gone for a BIA, but instead I go for the aggressive move, and let's see how this pays off. So he's gonna boost, but I know this is not enough defense to defend, so I spam camo zebras behind, and he's gonna be forced to go for his to sell his BIA right here. So yeah, look at that. That is great. That is what we love to see. So I think right now we're outplaying now, and the reason why is because we've got extra eco and he sold his BIA. So this is good for us. Looking good for us. So he's definitely gonna sell his laser cannon. Yep, he does. He go for his bank. Very interesting play. I'm not so sure about that play. I don't think that's a good play, but you know, who knows? This is such a weird game. So he sends a Moab. I actually don't. What I do right here is I just go for a simple Bloon rush because he's not defending a Bloon rush without a boost. He's not like regen leads are so deadly against bomb on this map because this bomb just regrows the heck out of the balloons in the front of the track. It's insane. So I have to go for a boost right here, obviously, because my defense sucks. So that's what we do. And I defend pretty easily, but you can see that he's trying to defend this without boost, but he boosted way too late and he died. Like, I know if you want to get past Darkling Bomb, you just go for leads, regen leads, and like zebras behind it, and it's so deadly. So now it's 2-2. So last game is gonna be on cards. He chooses cards. So let's see how this goes. So the score is 2-2, and whoever wins this is gonna win the entire series and move on to the finals. So yeah, this is a lot of pressure on both of us right here for this game, because this is a lot of money on the line. It's like, I think it was like $50 or something if you got second place. $50. And if you get third place, it's like $30 or something. So, you know, it's some solid money. So I go for some sends right here. He goes straight for the farm. His play is definitely better, so make sure to not send, because it's not even making him leak. Yeah, he just go for a sentry, so it's not a good play to rush round 2, so don't do that. And let's see. So we send pink. He sends pinks. I just go for the greed right here, actually, which I think is a really good play. So this is a really solid play on my part, where I just greed. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you send, buddy. Go for the farm right here. And what this does, like, even though I don't get extra bananas, but what it does is it forces him to waste so much money on his pinks that on round 6, he's not going to have money. If he tries to greed on round 6, he can't. So look at this. We've got extra faster engineering, and we got extra money. So we can get a pretty big farm lead right here if we force the same amount of defense, pretty much. Yeah, so we both send blacks. And he actually greeds right here, which is really interesting. I bloom boost, and now you can see that I've caught back up with our eco, but he's lost more lives, and we have more money in hand. So, really good on our part. And let's see how this turns out. So, yeah. It's still pretty even, but I would say I'm winning right now. Actually, no, he has a plantation now, so it's really even. We've got slightly more eco. I have slightly more lives on him. So right now, it's really, really even. That's what you expect in top tier plays, though. The game to be really even, because both players are playing pretty much perfectly. And now we both go for the foam, obviously. And I don't go for a white rush because I know he can afford it. So I just send leads to force it up. And we both have Spike Factory right here, which is fair enough. I guess fair enough. And now we just keep farming because I'm not too afraid of a rush because I can just boost and get. And I still have 2 spikes. So he's going to have to send a huge rush to actually kill me. So I'm not too worried about a rush. So now you can see that he has a slight farm lead, which is unfortunate. I think... Okay, I go for this rush. And the reason why, it's on round 15, right? You might think that's a bad play because you usually go for a rush on round 16. But here's my thinking. This is actually a pretty big brain strategy. What I see is that he only has 52 lives. And if I can force a boost on round 15, then round 16... I can bloom boost a rush, and it will be super deadly for him. And he actually boosts. And that is so good for us. But he actually does this really big brain play, which is to send me a rush back. And I send him a rush as well. But I'm so focused on his rush that I had to stop sending right here. See, look at that. I only send a few sets because he sends a huge rush right here. And he sold his plantation, which is great. And I have to sell right here. And I go for a trap in the back, and that defends. It's a bunch of lag, but we defend that. And he sends camel pinks, which is a bad play because we just go for some spikes and spike balls, and we're fine against that. So that's what we like to see. And in terms of who's winning right now, I would say he is. Actually, it's really even. Once again, yeah, but I am winning now. Actually, look at this. We got extra money in our hand, and we have an extra Spike Factory upgrade. So we're winning right now, I think, because he sent such a huge Rainbow Rush. But yeah, and we have a Bloon Trap in the back, which might be like a safe, I guess, in the back to be safe. And you can see that we go for our Republic early because we have more money than him, so that's good. So right now we're outplaying, and round 20 here it comes, BFB territory. Let's see how this goes. And my plan right here is to just send like constant BFBs to drain him, because I think that's the best play. And I'm trying to make him choke because I know that I don't have as much good game knowledge with NG's back as him. So I'm just trying to make him choke basically right here with a bunch of BFBs. So we both go for the Spike Storm, and that's gonna be easy defend. And you can see he has to go for a trap in the back or not. He's fine. And we go for the Spike Storm as well and go for a trap in the back, and we have to boost, which is unfortunate. I don't think I needed a boost right there, but look at this. He's struggling though. He's down to one plantation, and I send two right here, which is a misclick. I meant to send one. Like, don't send two, because the Spike Storm will just hit both BFBs, so there's no point in sending two. But now look at this. He is getting drained so hard. He has a Spike Storm, like, so much now. And that's why I go for so many BFBs, because you just get drained. Like, look at that. NG just gets drained. He has to keep Spike Storming, and we still have two plantations up. So he's getting super drained right now. And I just keep sending BFBs. Like, what else can I say? It's working, so we keep sending. Keep sending these BFBs with leads on top, because he's trying to, like, not get the red hot spikes. And now he's trying to counter, because he knows that he's pretty much lost this right now. So he's going for his last resort. And we go for the Spike Storm, and that defends everything. And we actually win against the Big Brad Brian Chess. Very solid. I think this is like my first time I've beaten him, actually. He's a super good player. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and all that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.